Hello and welcome to the Joy Corner. I'm Carol DeChaine, your intuitive spiritual guide for practical matters and Marconics multidimensional energy practitioner. I bring you the Joy Corner because I find that it's one of the better tools to use affirmations to get down into that subconscious mind if what you have in your life right now is not what you like later. If you're not 100% happy with where you are, which, let's face it, almost no human being is. We always want more, some way or another. We want better. We want our life to be more filled with joy or love or whatever it may be that we're looking for. There's always something better. And so, whatever part of your life you want to work on, it's a really good thing to be able to find something that works for you, some tool that works to look at, to feel it. And this sort of mantra is really good at getting down to your subconscious mind if you do it the right way, if you do it in a way that works for you. The best way I find that mantras work is to do them 3 to 5 times at a time, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, maybe just once, depends on how powerful you feel that it works. And feel it as it is the truth right now for you, not in the future. It's not I'm going to be this way. It is I am this way now. And you can't do it too many times before you have all of those limiting beliefs going, wait, no, 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 there's a problem. You can't do that. So we don't want to say it so many times that that voice just keeps coming out. You can address that voice after you're done with that session and then thank it for coming forward and figure out what it is that you need to work on. Because if you know, you're so far ahead compared to what you were maybe the next day before even you started doing the mantras. So this one is I allow myself to be seen for who I am. I'm not going to hide anymore. I'm not going to have a false front where people see what I want them to see. It's now safe for you to be allowed to be seen. And that's huge. So you have to make sure you're not in some randomly strange place where it's not safe. But if you can do it, and if you can look around and allow yourself to be seen for who you are, who this beautiful spirit is, that's a power all by itself. And a lot of times people around you will shift and change when you allow yourself to be who you truly are. But it can take a leap of faith and maybe the safety precautions you may need and you may not need. I'm not there for you to know that. I'm not in your life. You need to know what feels right for you. But if you're just doing it because you're shy and you're scared and there's no real reason, outer reason at this point in your life for that fear, then this is a really good one. So we're going to close our eyes if it's safe for you. Get a little centered here for a minute and breathe and just feel like you're open to having a shift come over you. And this one is I allow myself to be seen for who I am. Say it with me. I allow myself to be seen for who I am. Breathe it in. This is true right this minute. I allow myself. This is okay. It's safe. It's what I want. I'm going to do it a second time. Breathe. I allow myself to be seen for who I am. Feel it in your being, going into your toes and your fingers and all through your body. And one more time. I allow myself to be seen for who I am. Feel it up in your mind and your brain and your subconscious kind of kicking itself to be making these shifts. Feel the shifts. Feel them happen. And you can do it, like I said, another 2, maybe 3 times at the most. So 3 to 5 is normal. Some people can do it for 6 or 7, but only as often as you can feel it being your reality right now. You don't want to be saying this affirmation while you're thinking of your grocery list. It doesn't do any good whatsoever. Well, maybe a quarter of an eighth of a percent or something. But just you want to feel it and ingrain it in your being as your truth. And like I said before, if those then fears come up or the limiting beliefs show up, thank them and say, yes, I wanted to know what these were. And maybe it's just a cautionary tale from your subconscious going, in the past when you did that, this happened. And you go, okay, well, that's good to know. Thank you for the warning. I'll be aware and we'll make sure that we're ready in case something happens. But You can let that fear go for now. I'll protect you. I'll be okay. I'm aware that this is an option. This might happen. Or you might say, "No, we're changing. Get on board. This is the new reality is this thing that I'm working on right now." Just know that you can have whatever life you want. It's just that we have to get by all those things we stuffed that we've learned when we were two, or maybe a past life, whatever we've learned that we're not allowing ourselves to live for the fullest. And it could be the same issue you're dealing with 10 other people or a million other people, but the reasoning behind it is going to be totally different. It's going to feel different. Sometimes I say I'm not worthy, and sometimes I say I don't deserve it. Those words are like almost exactly the same to most people, but the feeling behind them for you will be different. Maybe neither one hits for you, but one may. Usually, deserve is the one that hits for me. Worthy, not as much. But for every single person, you're going to find that something different hits you. And when it does, you'll know what you need to work on. You'll know what the limiting belief is, and that is huge. Because then you can do something about it instead of just floundering around out in the daylight going, I don't know why I don't have the life I want. Why don't I have a relationship? Why am I drowning in debt? Why can't I fix this? And sometimes you'll see your parents have a belief that you may have adopted and don't even realize it. Or, somebody else it may be their belief and you kind of live with them enough that you have Aunt Gertie's belief. There isn't Aunt Gertrude anymore. And so just be aware that you don't have to hold on to a lot of these. If something isn't safe in the moment, you realize that this is why maybe when you were 5, it was a good belief to have. Then maybe you're 35 now or 45 now, and the whole circumstances are different, and you don't need to have that belief anymore. It served you then, doesn't serve you now, maybe. If it doesn't, then maybe it's time to let it go. That's up to you to decide. So, for whatever reason, that for this one, you're here because you want to allow yourself to be seen for who you are, and maybe not people thinking that you're someone else. Some wall you put up, I'm aware of this one, the wall you put up that people see you from this brick wall so that they can't get close. They see the image you're projecting, but it's not who you truly are. If it's safe to let that through now, or especially if it's safe with certain people, then this is a good one for you. And you can always adjust or tweak the words if you need to, but make sure it's positive. It's present tense. It's got those pronouns in it that just refers to me. And you're saying, I allow myself to be seen but for who I am. And you can even put by other people if you want. But you want it to be about you. Because you can't change anybody else, no matter how hard you try. You may have already tried that. I don't know. But unless they just get on board with you and shift at their own speed or their own belief structure when they're ready, you can't really force anybody to do anything. And so many of us do try. I think most people do at some point or another, just because you want to help somebody to see the light, to be in a better place, to whatever. And it doesn't mean you're trying to be mean or even trying to be their power person where you're in charge of them. It just means even if you're a light worker and you want somebody to be lighter and higher vibrational, you may want to talk about all the things you do, but some people don't want to hear it. So you need to be fully aware of who you're talking to and who you're allowing to see your light if that feels uncomfortable. Or you can just put a whole nice big wrapper around yourself and not talk to anybody. Or you can have it go out with your beacon, and if people want to talk to you, they'll come to you. There are so many different things that you can do if you want to allow people to see who you are. Just know that you can also, like I said, put something out there as a protection so that the people that would hurt you won't see who you are. They'll see that image that you were projecting before, just so that you don't have to even deal with them. But all of that is a belief structure, stuff you can do for yourself when you're ready, if you're ready. And there's no problem if you're not. We all learn at different speeds and different things. If you see, everybody's learning different things at different times. So just know that if you're ready and you want to, you can do this one. This one can be for you if it is right. Thanks for joining me here today. If you like what you hear, please do go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell notification. I would love to have you join me whenever I'm on YouTube. Until next time.